We're now both going to take you through high intensity interval training. It's a HIIT style workout that is going to work the full body and the core. It's going to be slightly different. We're going to have a shorter rest period. It's 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. 9 exercises in total, followed by a 1-minute cool down. Exercise number 1 is a squat thruster. So we're going to stand on the platform. We are going to adjust the handle so that it's just above the head in the finishing position. So press in and extend the cord. Once it's in position, we are going to move the starter disc with our foot to get that wheel going. And we are going to begin in our squat. So we're going to lower, slight bend in the knees, back straight, and we're going to press up at the top. So there's 2 movements here. This is going to really get the heart rate high. It's quite an intense movement, but if you do want to make it more intense, you're going to be picking up the pace a little bit. Okay, so we're squatting down and we're pressing up, performing for 45 seconds, and then we'll rest for 15. So keep it going. How's it feeling, Lauren?
Actually, this one, especially the shoulders.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Again, just recapping, we want that back to be nice and straight, and we want us to go down so that we are 90 degrees, a 90-degree angle, making sure your toes on your knees not going over your toes. Okay, and rest it out. Okay. Exercise number 2 is a Romanian deadlift with a high pull. Again, 2 exercises, and we're going to try and make it as fluid as possible. So adjusting the cord so that we finish in that high pull position with a little bit more cord. So giving yourself a little bit more length. Okay, Lauren, and we are going to start that flywheel again, going into that deadlift. So lowering, keeping your handle close to your legs, back straight, driving back with your hips, and then coming up into a full extension and elbows nice and high, pointing outwards. And you're really going to feel that in your hamstrings. We can pick up the pace a little bit, make it slightly more intense. 2 movements where we're feeling it in our hamstrings, but also in our upper body, in our shoulders, as we are bringing the handles upwards. Keeping it going for 45 seconds. Are we feeling the burn?
Yeah. Feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstrings and in the shoulders on this one.
Okay, keeping it going. And now we are going to rest. Exercise number 3, we are going to be doing a standing calf raise into a overhead press. So again, adjusting the cord to above your head plus a little bit extra. Okay, and we are going to start the starter disc as usual. Okay, we are going to begin with our calf raise into our overhead press. So we are going to be on our toes, really working the calves here, but also the shoulders and the chest as we are pressing up. It's also really working our core and our stability here. Some of us can struggle with a bit of balance, so doing these sort of exercises on the daily is really going to help with those movements.
Okay, this one burns, so probably going at a slow pace on this one.
Yeah, form is a lot more important than speeding through, although it should be getting the heart rate up at this point. Are you feeling warmed up, Lauren?
Yeah, feeling the burn.
Okay, keep pushing.
Sorry, I need a second for my arms.
That's probably fine.
God, that's actually a killer for the arms.
Next exercise, we're going to do single arm reverse flies. So we're going to adjust the cord to where we are finishing the exercise as usual. So our arms should be slightly bent, and we are going to finish it in line with our shoulders and outwards, away from the body. So twisting the cord adjuster and giving yourself a little bit more. Starting that flywheel And one foot is going to be on the platform, the opposite one to the one that's performing the exercise. And you're just going to literally go laterally outwards, just to shoulder height. You might find yourself wanting to lift a little bit higher, but keeping it slow and controlled, really burning into the shoulders. Back foot is straight, and it's also helping you to stay stable. Feeling the pull on that right arm, Lauren, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to switch arms
Okay,
very soon.
Switching over at halfway point. Okay guys, so we're resting it out now. We've burnt the right side of our body. We now need to swap over to the left side. So getting in position in this 15-second period. You need to get the starter wheel, starter disc going. Okay, and we are flying it out. So we should be used to this exercise now. We're going to around shoulder height, one foot on the platform, one foot flying out. So again, this is really working the shoulders, but also your lats and your back with that tilt in your upper body. Keeping it going for 45 seconds. Okay, and rest. Next exercise is going to be a reverse lunge off the platform into a bicep curl, double-handed. We're going to adjust the cord length so that it finishes in the bicep curl plus half a turn extra, giving yourself a little bit more leeway for that smooth transition. Reverse off the platform as we start the flywheel, and we're going to go into a bicep curl when we are back on the platform. We're alternating legs each time, but we are still doing a double-handed bicep curl. Okay, so this is full body burn. We've got our legs burning. We've also got our upper body burning as we are at the top of our lunge. Keeping it going for 45 seconds. Make sure you control that movement in that curl. Okay, how are we feeling? Can we pick up the pace a little bit?
Yeah.
Keep pushing through.
If you're finding this a little bit tricky, then we'll just do a bicep curl, a reverse lunge, a bicep curl, a reverse lunge. If not, just carry on.
Okay, and rest it out. Okay, next one. Okay, next one, guys, we are doing a straight arm lift. So all in the upper body and core for this one. This one's a little bit more slow and controlled, but it also gives us a little bit of a breather from all these high intensity movements that are working all of our body. Okay, so you want it to be straight ahead of you, arms fully extended, plus that little bit extra room with the cord. Okay, getting that flywheel started. And we want that slow and controlled movement, just to shoulder height, not too high. Gaze straight ahead, and we're going to really engage the core as we do this movement. Are you tensing the core?
Yeah.
Okay. Slow and controlled. So the descent is just as important as the ascent. And we're performing this for 45 seconds, as usual. Keeping it going. Where are we feeling it burn the most?
I'm going to have to stop there. You're saying it right when I'm at the end of the movement.
Sorry.
We're feeling it burn everywhere. Sorry, we're feeling it. And my shoulder's going to be in bits. I've got run club tomorrow. I need to make sure I'm top form for that. Sorry, I know I'm talking to it. Right.
Okay. And rest it out, guys. Next movement we're going to set up in this 15-second rest period is our wood choppers. We're going low to high on this one, and it's really super important that we are pivoting our foot to help us get that full extension. We're going across the body, so we need to be going diagonally, adjusting the cord so that it's the full extension plus that little bit extra. So we are going to go from low to high across the body. So from the left side of your hip, all the way up, full extension, twisting that left foot to really get that diagonal stretch and feel it in your obliques. So sticking on this one side for 45 seconds. Can we feel it in our core?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and shoulders.
And the shoulders. So 2 movements here, keeping it going. Okie dokes. And rest. Okay, resting it out, we're going to do the exact same, but on the other side. Nice and straightforward, we don't need to adjust the cord length for this one. We're now going from the right hand side of our hip, so our right hip upwards towards the left side of our body. Twisting and pivoting, keeping that left foot straight ahead and just pivoting that right foot. Cross your body for 45 seconds. Last little push now, guys. And our grip should be on top of the handle, in that narrow section of the handle. Core should be on fire. If it's not, we're picking up the pace. Remember, more, you can feel it. Okay, and rest. And that's the workout complete. Full body HIIT and core completely worked. Are you feeling it, Lauren?
Yeah, feeling it everywhere.
So we need to now bring our heart rate down and perform a full body cool down for 1 minute. Lauren's going to take you through this.
Okay, so we're going to start just stretching out the hamstrings and the chest at the same time. So we're going to hold for a few seconds and then we're going to switch sides. Okay, switching sides.
So a cool down is super important to stop that lactic acid build-up and just to stretch everything off, making sure you're not going to feel it too much the next day, although a little bit of pain is a good feeling.
Okay, just stretching out the inner thighs here. Okay, if you need to do a few more on each side, then do so. Hold for a bit longer. Okay, then we're just going to do shoulders. So one hand straight out and the other hand bent and pulling it in.
Flexing those fingers if you're not feeling the stretch.
Perfect, okay. And then the triceps, we're just gonna bend the arm at the back like so, and then just pull the elbow across to the right with the other arm. So you should feel it all the way down here, just your triceps. And then we're switching sides. Okay, and to finish off with, we're just going to stretch out the quads, bit of a balance on this one. Okay, just, okay, there you go, get a workout partner. And you're just going to stretch out the quads, one leg extended, the other leg bent. Just going to hold for a few seconds and then switch.
How did you find the workout?
This one was probably the hardest one so far because it was full body and high intensity, which it's meant to be, but
10 minutes of your day though, getting it ticked off, getting it done, getting the body moving.
yeah, definitely going to feel it tomorrow. And that's the interval.
That's us done.
That's the interval training session done.